So now we'll see an example for converting NFA to DFA. In this example, if you see from the diagram was given. P is a state. There's a transition on 1 and 0. Q is another state, 0, comma 1 and 0. Then 0, comma 1. So for Q, on 0 as the input, there is more than one transition. So this is an NFA in which there is more than one transition. This is NFA without epsilon moves that we are supposed to convert it into DFA. So what we do, we'll make first column as X, then transition from X on getting 0, transition from X on getting 1. So we start with the first state, that is a start state P. So from start state P on getting 0, which is the next state that gets generated, that we go to, it is Q. There's no new state getting generated. On getting 1 as the input, we stay in the same state, that is P. So there is no new state getting generated. So we are having Q as one of the states for which the transition is not covered. So Q on getting 0 as the input, we stay in the same state Q. Also, we move to the next state, that is R. So Q comma R is a new state getting generated. On 1 as the input, we stay in this state Q. So we'll include Q comma R. So Q comma R as the state. So first we'll see for Q on getting 0 as the input. We stay in Q, and then Q and R are the transitions. Then on getting 1 as the input, we get Q. And from R, when we get 1 as the input, we get R. So QR is another state. So these are the states that get generated. So if we see here, R is a final state which is present in the third state that gets generated. So third state will be the final state. Others will be non-final state. And we will rename this as A, B, and C. So A, B, and C. Then we can draw the transition table for this DFA. So NFA was there. We have drawn this particular table. Now we'll be drawing the DFA table. So we start with A. A is the start state. Then on getting 0 as the input, so inputs are 0 and 1. So we get Q, which is B. Then we have P, which is A. Then from B on getting 0 as the input, we get C. And then B is also present. Then we get C, from which we get C itself. So this is the table that gets generated. Now we draw the transition diagram from this transition table. So we get A, B, and C. Three states are there. Final state is based on whether the final state is present in the set of states. So A, B, and C is the final state. So A to A, we get it on 1. A to B on getting 0 as the input. B to C on getting 0. B to B on getting 1 as the input. Then C to C on getting 0, comma 1. But here C represents set of states QR. So we have converted the NFA to DFA. The diagram was given to us. We have drawn this table similar to our previous example, and then we converted into DFA. So there were multiple transactions on 0. So that we have renamed, and we have included that set of states, and then we are getting this. So either you can write A, B, and C, or you can write these states also, P in curly braces, P, Q, QR. So C will be Q, comma R. So two states will be representing C. So we have converted the NFA to DFA. So these type of questions are also possible where there are no epsilon transitions. So you should be able to convert it as well.